Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this fantastically late video. I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time, a good few weeks / months. But yeah, what with moving and everything that's been going on, I just haven't found the time. But here we are. I've still wanted to get it out to you guys because I want to talk about the best WWE Mattel wrestling figures of 2017. I've got a top 20 waiting for you, and there was loads of great figures last year. They did loads of like special series, like the NXT range, the Mutants, the Zombies, Then Now Forever, Network Spotlights, loads of different stuff, and then the normal line as well. So there was loads and loads and loads of figures. I've gone through all of them. I've rated all of them, and this is my top 20. So let's not mess around. Let's get straight to it. In at number 20, I've got Cesaro, Basic Series 73. Really love the attire on this. I just think it looks very classy. At number 19, Sheamus from Basic Series 72. Number 18, TJ Perkins. This is his first time to basic line figure. I think the Network Spotlight Elite was the first figure. This is his first basic. And I thought that the detail, certainly on the ring attire, looked really, really smart. At 17, Bayley from Basic Series 74. I love her facial expression on this. I just think it really makes the figure. The Bayley figures are a lot of fun. At number 16, Kane. Look at this old school Kane. I'm sure we've had it before, but it doesn't matter. A lot of you out there won't have had a chance to have got it previous, and now it's in that Basic 74 line, and it just looks fantastic. What a big, imposing basic figure this is. This is a must for any wrestling collection. At number 15, I've gone with something a little bit different. I'm a fan of the zombie figures, and I've gone with Brock Lesnar. Look at this Brock Lesnar. Absolutely brilliant. They do seem to do a very good job with Brock Lesnar when it comes to these special series, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. Next up, AJ Styles. Look at this. Basic Series 76. Blue attire. That screaming facial expression. It's my favourite facial expression that they do for AJ. I prefer it to the other one, which is just a little bit more bland. But I do like that more animated facial expression. I think the blue ring attire looks really smart as well. So I'm really into this figure. Number 13. Braun Strowman. Look at this. Basic Series 75. Braun Strowman. Again, it's very similar to that Brock Lesnar. It's big. It's imposing. They do a great job with Braun. They've nailed the face scan on this. The beard detail. There is a lot of good stuff going on with that figure. Number 12. A real surprise. I wouldn't have thought that a figure of his would have made this list. It's been long overdue that he gets an updated figure. ZACK, RYDER, look at this. I think what they've done with this is brilliant. I love the face scan that they did on it, and I love the beard detail. I think there's a lot of good stuff in there. Ring attire looks classy. This is just a great looking figure. Really solid entry there from Basic Series 72. Number 11 on my list, I've got Sting, the Mutants. Sting, again, it's one of those special lines. All of this moved over to the Monstars line, which came out, but it was a little bit underwhelming, that one. But I really like this Sting. I'm a big fan of Sting anyway, so I always look out to see what they're doing with Sting figures. This was something very different. Keeping in that Mutants range, though, at number 10, as we move into that top 10, Brock Lesnar, Mutants, and again, I said they always nail these Brock Lesnars when it comes to these special lines. Well, look at this. It's got like 4 arms, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Really into what they did with this. They pushed the boat out. They really went for something different, and I think it works. And it works with someone like Brock because he's such a big character and a big guy anyway. Number 9 on the list. You want to talk about big guys? Well, how about Big E? Look at this figure. So bright, so colourful. Really, really smart. Really like that. It's from Basic Series 73. Again, screaming facial expression. A lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of like the Bayley figure with that screaming facial expression. And again, brightly coloured. Big E is basically a bigger male version of Bayley. Next up, we've got Ultimate Warrior from Then, Now, Forever series. This was special because it came with a championship belt. Not just any championship belt, but the Winged Eagle, which is arguably the greatest championship belt in WWE/WWF history. I love this figure. It's got orange ring attire, white knee pads, and really what made it pop for me was the face paint, because he didn't have his normal face paint design. This is different. It's on the cheek, and I think it's special as a result. There is so much going on with this basic figure. It had to go into my top 10. Next up, and I really don't want to dwell on this, right? This is going to surprise a lot of you. It even surprised me. It also upset me. But in my top 10, I would be lying if I didn't include the NXT Takeover Eva Marie. Now, let's not dwell on this, right? I don't want to make a big deal out of this. But it's the All Red Everything figure. It is a great figure. I don't have it. I can see myself having to buy it if it ever becomes available, because it is brilliant. The face looks very accurate. The hair, the ring attire, I mean, it's really close to perfect. Let's just move on, right? I don't want to dwell on that anymore. Next on the list, Shinsuke Nakamura, Basic Series 72. I think this was his first time to Basic line figure. Obviously, they've done a few elites. There's been the NXT Takeover Elite. There's been that Defining Moments, which was his first figure. But this is absolutely brilliant. Now you can get Shinsuke in that Basic line for around about £10. Everyone should have a Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, he is going to be competing at WrestleMania this year for the WWE Championship. This man could be a future WWE champion. That's important. That is important. So Shinsuke comes in at number 6. We're moving into the top 5 now, though. Baron Corbin, Basic Series 71. Love the detail on this. The arm detail, I think, looks really smart. And the face accuracy was brilliant. The hair looks cool. The ring attire's cool. There's just a lot of cool stuff going on here. It's that tattoo detail that really made it stand out to me. So I absolutely love that figure. At number 4, just missing out on a medal, is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins, Basic 71. Screaming facial expression. I just think the face scan overall is brilliant. There's a lot of variants of this figure. You can get it, different coloured attire. You can get him with a t-shirt, without a t-shirt. They're all very similar. But yeah, it doesn't really matter which one of those you get. I like the screaming facial expression. I really like this figure. Into the medal positions now then, guys, and in bronze medal position is a very special figure. This was an exclusive. You had to buy the NXT Takeover ring to get this figure. You couldn't just walk into a shop, pick it up off the shelf. You had to buy a ring with it, and it is the Demon King Finn Balor. This is the only way you can get this figure, this Demon King Finn Balor. You had to buy it with this ring. And wow, what a detailed figure this is. A lot of detail work on there. No colour, but then that's what the Elite line is for. You know, that's where you step up in quality. But I just think the black and white is so classy. It just looks brilliant. This is the, to my knowledge, only basic Demon King figure that they've ever done. I would not be surprised to see one come into the normal basic line in the future, but this was something special. I did not need that NXT Takeover ring. I bought that NXT Takeover ring just to get that Demon King Finn Balor. So yeah, that is in my bronze medal position, and you are gonna be shocked at what I am giving silver to. What comes in at number 2? If you've been watching this channel for a while, you're not going to expect this. Nia Jax. Nia Jax, my highest ever rated figure, comes in at number 2. It doesn't matter which Nia you get. They've done 2 basics. They did the first one, and then they did an updated one where she's got different hair. So the first one, she had a bit of a perm, and it was like red highlights on her ring attire. The second one, she had straight hair that came down to the side, and her ring attire had purple highlights. Both of them fantastic. Both of them days rated figures. I don't think I ever did an actual review of that purple one. It's so close to the other one. There's really not much in it at all. So as a result, I can confirm both of them days rated figures, but they only come in at number 2. That means there is a figure that has pipped them into that gold medal position, and this is something very, very special. I don't have this figure. I would love this figure. It was a Toys R Us exclusive, and I've never seen it in the UK. So, to my knowledge, it's only been sold in the US. Proceeds from this, or a part of the money that you spend on this, goes to Make-A-Wish. And that's going to be a massive clue. My number 1 rated figure of 2017 is the Make-A-Wish John Cena. This is so important because it was designed by, I think he was 6 years old. He was called Alex the Bulldog. And he designed this figure as part of his Make-A-Wish, I believe. And I just think he's nailed it. I think he's done an awesome job. If you think that John Cena tends to wear a bright colour and then there's like a logo in the middle and it's just, they just churn them out. They change the colour, slightly change the logo, and every year you get the same type of John Cena. This, they just went up to Alex. They were like, can you design us something a bit different? Alex was like, give me a second. Completely different looking John Cena attire. The front is different to the back. On the back, you've got like a flying eagle on a blue background. I think the front looks classy. Like, it just looks different. It really pops. If you've got a load of John Cenas, this is going to stand out on the shelf. Part of the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish. It's just, it's brilliant. The whole thing is brilliant. I desperately wanted to buy one. And as I said, Toys R Us exclusive. Never saw it here in the UK. If I do end up having to get one off like the internet or something, then, well, you know, I'll still donate something to Make-A-Wish, because that's obviously a big part as to why this figure's up there. Some of you might look at it and go, I just don't like that attire. I just think it's too loud. It's too... That's not the point. That's not the point of this figure. John even said, like, he might try and get the attire made and wear it at a show. He might have done it at like a house show or something. But yeah, it's not about that. It's about the fact that this is a different John Cena, and really the reasons as to why it exists. It's so cool that, like, just buying a wrestling figure can help a charity. That's important. That's really important. And it was designed not by someone at Mattel, not by Bill or anyone, but by a Make-A-Wish kid. called Alex the Bulldog, who nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I think it's a brilliant figure. It's my number one of 2017. Awesome, guys. Wow, a lot to talk about there. I'm sure a lot of you are screaming out figures that have just missed that top 20. Some of them, I'm sure, are very deserving. I did go through and look at everything. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit the subscribe. I really would appreciate that. And hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now.